My name is Tharwa. I started working with Project Hope for 2 months now. I work as a programs officer, and my mainly tasks are to coordinate English classes. So I contact our local partners and try to put our international volunteers into as much English classes that I can. At the same time, there is a new program that started at Project Hope. It's called Bridge to the World. The idea of this program is to give English classes and French classes to children in the camps and in the old city of Nablus. And those distinguished kids are to be given skills in computers. In what sense? They will be able to create their own blogs on the internet and at the same time have the chance to communicate with peers all around the world. So it's really fun working with Project Hope. I do believe that it's a chance to make a difference, and I'm really happy to be part of this. I have a BA in English literature, minor in French, and then an MA in translation and applied linguistics. Well, you see, Nablus, like other Palestinian communities, is suffering from a continuous and a severe occupation. But Nablus mainly is under, let us say, siege for more than 8 years now, since the blaze of Al-Aqsa Intifada that started in 2000. So you can say that we're trying to bring recreational activities and trying to bring some kind of training activities for the kids to let them feel that there is something that revolves other than the occupation matters. So that we want to tell them that you have to live a natural life. And the idea of Project Hope that it receives internationals from all over the world, so everyone is so keen and so helpful and very supportive, and everyone is trying to offer something in order to take our children, or let us say these children living in the camps or living in the city, out of their toxic environment and try to give them something to live up for and to have some hope, I believe, and just to make them feel okay with themselves. Everyone knows that Palestine is under occupation, and and still we are still suffering from occupation. But since 2000, when the events of Al-Aqsa Intifada happened, all the Palestinian communities were under total siege. I mean, there were a lot of checkpoints, a lot of roadblocks. At the same time, the Israelis started building their segregation wall or separation wall, thinking that they are trying to save themselves, but at the same time they are isolating communities away from everyone. So just imagine if you want to reach Ramallah, for instance, you have to go into a certain, or let us say a tremendous and a huge experience or bad experience. You have to go to a certain checkpoint called Hawara. From Hawara you have to stay until the Israeli soldier will allow you to pass. Once you are passing, you have another checkpoint to go through. It's called Zatara. Not to mention the flying checkpoints that you might face on the road. So instead of reaching Ramallah in 45 minutes or 35 minutes, you'll end up reaching Ramallah in 2 hours, 3 hours, maybe 4. So it depends, and it all revolves upon the mentality of the Israeli soldiers. People tend to live in peace and dignity, and they want to work freely, but instead of just thinking of having creative stuff, they think of, tomorrow I have work in Ramallah, I have to think of the checkpoint, how am I going to reach there, how am I going to go there? So instead of thinking of creative stuff to build up his personality, he keeps on thinking, oh, the checkpoint, okay, I'm having a checkpoint, I'm going to face a checkpoint, I'm going to face an Israeli soldier, what am I going to do, how will I act, what will happen next? So, as if no thinking. You have to be, you live under emergency conditions all the time. We have to be optimistic. I cannot say that everything is gloomy and everything is down. Even if we are under occupation, but we are living as much as we can. We're trying to lift up our spirits by introducing ourselves to different cultures and bringing new cultures into Palestine. And thank God, Project Hope is succeeding in doing that. And I do hope that Project Hope will be able to reach out through all the Palestinian communities and not to focus on Nablus itself, because everyone needs a chance to feel free and needs a chance to express themselves freely, I believe. I do hope that the occupation ends. This is what I wish. I don't wish for anything more than to end the occupation. I will not say I want the checkpoints to be removed, no, because this is something totally minor. Occupation has to come to an end. This is the case.